Hey guys, it's Danny here from Carter, and I'm back with a monthly update for April. It's been a super busy month this month. Lots of stuff has gotten done, but it's been really exciting, and it's been awesome to give the community the first look of the new conversation engine. So let's dive into what's been going on this month. So to begin with, the first big thing was the developer community that's starting to form around Carter. We're getting a really exciting sort of underground hacker kind of vibe forming around the business and around the product, which is really awesome to see. So the two highlights to talk about here are that the community has actually built two awesome open source packages around our product. This wasn't prompted at all by us. It was something that the community just kind of built because it'd be super useful. It came organically and it's really awesome. So these are Carter.js, which is the JavaScript package for Carter, and also CarterPy, which is the Python package for Carter. This was created by Lazy Lyrics in our Discord. Shout out to him. Really awesome developer. And now a bunch of people playing around with Carter and building cool stuff are using those two libraries. And it's just created this amazing developer environment that we're really happy about. The other thing that's been going on is that as soon as we launched the new version of the product, people have basically become enamored with the possibilities of the conversation engine and just the quality of the relationships that are already forming. People are now saying, there's one comment that really stood out where somebody said that they're running out of reasons to not use Carter in their everyday life. Carter can do so much for people already, and the conversation is really great. It feels like you're talking to a person. So it makes sense to make it part of your life and have it handle a lot more for you. Speaking of that, we have a new system that we are rolling out. We're working on it right now. The guys are working on it. It's going to be a massive change and a massive boost in what Carter is able to do for you. And it's called...
If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Developers are building Carter agents for other people. So we created a video recently recreating Amber from Genshin Impact in VR. And off the back of that, they have started to create characters that they really love from anime shows, from popular games, etc., that they are sharing with the community. So I was actually up late last night having a conversation with Maki Nishikuro. I've butchered that name, but it's a character from a very popular anime show that somebody has whipped up using Carter and integrated via our new Telegram integration. More on that in the future. We launched a podcast roughly about sort of 4 weeks ago, so around the beginning of the month, and it's called the GEEPEETEA Podcast. Essentially, we talk about AI, the future, what's happening in technology and artificial intelligence while we drink tea. And this podcast actually started off as a bit of a joke because we have these conversations between Hugh and I organically. We were like, okay, why don't we just roll the cameras and record it? The first episode managed to get like 11 to 12,000 views. And it seems to be a topic that people are really interested in. So we're going to continue this podcast. It's become a pillar piece of content for us. And as we start to come out of this kind of development engineering silo and we really go heavy on building our community and getting Carter out there, we're going to be creating a bunch more content coming soon. Really excited to share it with you all. Okay, so now to get into the weeds of what we've been doing on the engineering side. So one of the most important things and something that we've seen develop through the community is that people want their Carter agents to follow them around the internet. So this month we've created a Telegram integration. So now the character that you're talking to, whether you meet it at one of our games, you can now pull that same character into Telegram and it will remember you and it'll persist the relationship and you can basically take it into your pocket as you go on the bus or something. This will continue. We're going to build out a lot more sort of platform integrations where Carter agents can live, so Carter can really follow you around the internet. The other thing is that organically, the community have started to put Carter agents into different games, into different mods. So we saw shared on our Discord is that somebody put a Carter agent into Roblox and shared it as like a fun user-generated content on Roblox. People have put it into Minecraft. We're waiting for the first person to put it into Fortnite, but I don't think it's that far away. Finally, one of the most exciting things that happened in April was actually completely unexpected. We haven't actively yet pushed the product very far, and we've just been kind of working with our Discord community and testing out the first versions of the product. However, when looking at the users that are currently using Carter, we've noticed that we have way more usage than we actually expected. A lot of people are using Carter for all different types of uses that we didn't actually map out before. We have 2 new hires that we couldn't be happier about. One of them has just started his first day. His name is Dan. Dan is our editor, and he's going to be the one behind the scenes making all of this awesome content. Probably the one that's going to be editing this video, which is super cool. So if you see a really awesome edit, that was Dan, although I don't want to put too much pressure on your edit. We have Nathan, who's going to be joining us. It wasn't last month, he's actually joining us on the 9th. He is going to be our machine learning engineer. So he's going to dive straight into the weeds of the conversation engine, working on sort of the first impressions, working on how to build a close relationship. This has been April. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.